You're looking for a damage dealer, or maybe just a fifth hero to add to your roster that can fit in every single team? Then Cascade is your guy.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and I want to talk a little bit about Cascade, the new hero coming to Hero Wars Mobile, and how I feel it's going to be a troubling addition to the game as a whole. Recently, we've seen the addition of some very strong heroes, be it a tank, some supports, even some damage dealers that have really shaken up the meta, really shaken things up. Add to this some changes to some older heroes, and all of a sudden, things aren't the way that they used to be, which is honestly good. It's good for the game to grow. It's always good for new content to be added, so it's not stale, it's not boring. But this is troubling. So take a look at Cascade's teaser card here. We don't know really everything that's going to happen yet. Like, we don't know the actual numbers behind some of these skills, but this troubling idea that newer heroes are less good than older heroes, except are they? Maybe they are better. It's hard to say. It used to be anytime a new hero was added, I was of the opinion that you don't need to level them up. You don't need to worry about them because they don't have all their skins yet, right? They don't have the 4 to 5 skins to add to their stat total that other damage dealers might have. Cascade here is a marksman. There are other marksmen in the game that you've probably already leveled a ton of. You have Artemis in basically every line, and Arachne, Dante, Aurora. There's Dante. You don't forget about Ginger. Don't forget about the mishmash of Kira lines that are out there. There are other agility damage dealers, marksmen, that have all of their skins and have well built and thought out meta teams, popular trending meta teams, right? But then you have this hero coming along, and this hero right here can do magic damage and pure damage and physical damage. Also is a great support to other physical attacking heroes because of his artifact weapon providing armor penetration. Also a great addition to magic damage dealing teams and heroes because his artifact weapon also provides magic penetration. So you have this rock paper scissors situation in a lot of, and this is oversimplification of Hero Wars. By the way, mages are supposed to be really good against dodge heroes, right? Because you can't dodge magic damage, with some exceptions. Sorry, Heidi. There is the dodge heroes, right, that are really good against physical heroes, because physical heroes attacking dodge lines, you dodge the attacks and you're good, right? And then you take the physical heroes that are often the case good against mage or magic damage dealers. There's some nuances in there, right? The critical hit stuff, the ramping up of damage, the reduction of damage. You have debuffs and buffs and control and, tank heavy lines and heal heavy lines and no healer lines. Lots of nuances in between there. But Cascade here fits in literally every team. The only thing that we don't know being the equation of the skills and just how much damage he does, that can kind of be pushed to the side because over time and through other heroes, you can boost his damage output. Backline, not sure exactly where he's going to stand yet, but you put him next to Nebula and all your damage problems are going to disappear. If he's your only agility hero on the team, you add Fafnir and your damage, issues are going to disappear. You see that it pairs well with Way of Mystery. There's already a bunch of really awesome Way of Mystery lines, but most of them are magic damage, right? You have the Satori lines and the Faceless Jorgen lines. You have, all of that. But I think that Cascade could fit in to the Way of Chaos, Way of Eternity, even in the Engineers or the Way of Progress, whatever. I think that this could be one of those heroes that everybody will consider leveling up, unless he's just really bad damage output or very weak survivability, some huge downside, until of course he gets his additional skins and all of those will be fixed. But the fact that he can do magic damage and pure damage and physical damage, depending on the situation. Like, take a look at some of these skills. So the ultimate damages the enemy and adds a status effect based on their main stat. If it's a strength-based hero, mostly tanks, right? We're dealing physical damage, decreasing armor, and magic defense. So it's making the tank weaker to all damage, not just physical attacking damage, not just magic damage. We already have the armor and magic penetration artifact that pops off when the ultimate happens. So we are double dipping in the reduction of defenses. That's a lot of Ds. Double dipping in the reduction of the enemy tank's defenses with his ultimate. If you can't kill a tank using this guy, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your team is doing. If the enemy's main stat is agility, these are primarily damage dealers, oftentimes support heroes also. The deals magic damage and blinds the target. If you're dealing with an enemy marksman, if you're dealing with an enemy warrior, if you're dealing with an enemy support, I don't know, you're blinding them so they can't hit you, right? Blinding is different than stuns and silences in that they attempt the attack, but are guaranteed to miss the attack if it's a physical-based damage attack. And the intelligence, we're talking about, you know, healers, supports, controls, magic damage dealers, deals physical damage, and silences the target. So the ultimate is effective against everybody. It's adds in the armor penetration and magic penetration so that his attacks and other attacks are strong against basically the entire enemy team. Tidal Wave, the green ability, only does magic damage, but it knocks heroes back. There is some synergy with other heroes that knock stuff back. The blue ability has a couple of question marks to me that I'm going to need to see in action before I make a quick deterrence on it, but it modifies the green ability so that on the way back it applies a debuff that adds damage from other sources, from another source. I don't know if that means not physical damage, like all magic damage does extra, or if it means damage from other sources aside from Tidal Wave specifically. So the Hydrokinesis and other heroes also, and, you know, other skills. Not quite sure how that is going to work out just yet. But then you have Elemental Surge, and we see this with Celeste and a couple of others. The basic attack changes depending on the target. If the hero's basic attack penetrates the target's armor or magic defense, if the enemy penetrates, if Cascade penetrates, I think it's referring to Cascade, the target will additionally receive damage with the opposite type of the damage, which is interesting. So if I'm penetrating via armor, if my armor penetration is too high, then I'm actually doing magic damage. If my magic defense is too high, then I'm doing physical damage. And we're also doing an additional pure damage here. I'm not real clear on how this skill works. I'm eager to see what the actual skill and equation and everything looks like. But what I'm guessing is the gist of it is that if Cascade is fully penetrating the enemy with, you know, armor penetration or magic penetration, then he's basically doing 3 types of damage with every basic attack. So he's doing his basic attack, and then he's also doing, which is physical damage, by the way, for most everybody, with the exception of Celeste and Satori and maybe 1 or 2 others. So he's doing the physical damage base attack, and then he's doing another attack, basic attack in the form of magic damage. But if he's fully penetrating, then he's also doing pure damage on top of that. So this hero is wild, and if he gets a skin like an armor penetration and a magic penetration skin, or a physical attack skin, or, you know, I mean, he's got armor penetration plus physical attack for his second artifact. This could be the last damage dealer that you like. Literally, this is the definition of a hero, a damage dealer that fits into every team. Do you like the Way of Progress tanks? Do you like the Way of Eternity tanks? Do you like the Way of Mystery tanks? Do you like the the Way of Chaos tanks? Do you like the healers from the Way of Nature or whatever it's called? Do you like the support heroes from the Way of Eternity? Then this hero will work with them. This is potentially the last hero that you ever need. Yeah, kind of scary, kind of interesting. I really love the lore behind, you know, it's a Titan that's abandoned and raised by humans, and very cool. Reminds me a lot of Blue Beetle, I guess, because I just saw the trailer. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Am I too concerned about this? Am I not concerned enough? What do you think about the teaser video that just came out? The teaser video, by the way, is linked in the description box down below. And I'll also link this Facebook picture as well. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.